Okay, so oh well, that's a bit right. I'm trying to document the work that's being done for my kitchen. As I say, the builders have come today. They've ripped everything out. So you know, everything's looking a bit of a mess at the moment, but I'm sure it'll get better and improve once they progress and it gets done. Anyway, the thing is, one of the reasons why I'm doing this little why I'm documenting what they're doing so far, and actually I think it was better using my Fuji camera actually, because this, weirdly, I know, I was zoomed in slightly there, so that's probably another reason why I was finding it difficult to get more in than was in the frame then. Right. Just having difficulty actually seeing what I'm looking at as well through the camera, through the viewfinder. Thing is that on my feet, you know, I keep thinking that this, because it's a camcorder, is much more suited to filming things. Maybe outdoors, maybe, I don't know, but this is a very small kitchen. It's really difficult to get whereas with my Fuji camera I can get much more in the frame. Anyway, this is the thing, the cupboard in here. Like I say, this has got lots of water damage. Now, I don't know if you can see this very clearly. I haven't got a light on this camera actually. I should have brought the light back with me. I've got a little light. I'll just go and grab it now actually. I'll bring it back in there because it wasn't really helping highlight the stuff in there that well, because it was too much light on it, so it was obscuring it rather than. But anyway, hopefully this is a bit better. But I don't know if you can see all that. But that, I am assuming, although I'm not an expert, is black mould, and that's been caused by some leak that happened previously before I moved in here. And this is just a cupboard that used to have the water tank in it until they put the new boiler in, and that just held the cold water. It's a cold water tank or whatever. But I don't know if you can see all this, and it's in there, and then it's, you know, it's pretty gross. And I don't know if there's any health issues around this or not. But one thing for certain, I've tried to get Lambeth Council to try and sort it out, and basically they just told me I've got to dry it out and it should just, you know, then just get some bleach and clean it. Well, you know, I don't think really that should be down to me, to be quite honest, because I've tried doing that once before. I tried doing that on this section here, and as you can see, it didn't do a damn thing. It seemed to, you know, I got rid of it to some degree, but then it's just come back, you know, and the thing, it's getting worse. And when I asked the builders whether they were going to do this cupboard, they basically told me that they won't have anything to do with this cupboard because it's not part of their remit to do this, apparently. They're just doing the kitchen, although this is actually in the kitchen, it's a cupboard in the kitchen, but for whatever reason they're not going to be doing it. So, and it's the same with the ceiling. I don't know if you can see the ceiling. My ceiling's exactly the same, and that was like that when I moved in. Although I did initially scrape it myself, or as best I could. I couldn't get rid of all of it. I scraped it as best I could, and then what happened was that, like, I painted it and then it all came back, you know. And as you can see, there's a big chunk waiting to fall off there now. And the reason they said that they weren't going to touch this, the reason that they gave me, was that apparently this is asbestos. There's asbestos in the ceiling apparently, and they've got to wait until some sort of specialist contractors come in and deal with it. And you know, again, nobody bothered to tell me about any asbestos being in the ceiling, and I've had to live with this for the last 5 years. But like I say, nobody bothered to tell me, you know. I mean, again, I don't know if there's any health issues around this or not. You know, the thing is that, you know, at the moment I'm not going to start, you know, I've got other priorities and worries to think about at the moment, and I'm not, you know, it might sound a little ridiculous just after what I've just said about the fact that it's asbestos, but you know, that's the least of my worries and concerns at the moment. Like I say, it's just the stress of having all this done. You know, I don't. It's just driving me nuts. Well, obviously, once it's done, I'll be really happy and I'll be grateful and it'll be like fantastic, I'm sure, once it's all done. You know, but you know, I've got the whole weekend to wait until they come back and start doing a bit more now. I don't know. It's just the whole thing's just, I don't know, stressful, man. Anyway, as I say, I just wanted to document about that cupboard, so I'm going to leave it there for now because I want to get out of this house for a little bit. I need to get out. Right, catch you guys later.